Hey folks, Kiltman here, Kiltman, at your service. He's mobile. Well, he was mobile. Now he's kind of stationary in this little enclave here. Ooh, yeah, neon lights. If you look over yonder, yeah, gambling, not a good thing. Somewhere over there is a dartboard. Yeah, and a great big screen. Anyway, and nobody else. That's the weird thing about it. There's actually loads of people around the other side, but you know, I've just snuck myself off into a deep dark corner to have a little conversation with you guys. Now, you know I'm not one for politics. You know, I'm not really. I'm not. But climate change, global warming, you've got to be one total imbecile to think that ain't happening. Now, I don't care about, you know, your facts and figures, your glacial, well, I do care, obviously, you know, but the glacial percentage which is melting year by year, how many inches and all that kind of stuff, how the water level's going to rise, and we're all going to be, it's going to be water wild, isn't it? Except that there'll be no sharks, no marine life to try and prey on you, because they've all fucking choked to death on plastic waste that we, in our infinite wisdom, have fucking spewed out there across the planet that we call home. Because we're dickheads, are we not? But I wanted to say this, there are a couple of things which I've definitely noticed. A, it's getting fucking warmer every year. B, it's getting wetter every year as well. Which for someone with hair like mine is an absolute fucking, you know, hellish nightmare. But you know, forget myself. It's the bigger problem. It's the broader outlook. It's the effect of the whole Middle East and Africa are now suffering absolute record-breaking famines. You know, everyone wants to break records, but you don't want your famine to break records, do you? And it's sickening to know that we're the fuckers that are doing it. We're the assholes that are doing it. Yes, us. Yeah, Trump. Fucking knob. You are an absolute fucking cocksucking imbecile. If you don't believe and don't get on board, I hope someone puts a bullet through your fucking skull, because you are a cunt, my friend. And by the way, you know, I do laugh at what you do, because I think, you know, you are quite amusing, but you're dangerous at the same time. So I'm sorry, drill one through there and fucking sayonara, blonde bombshell. Same as Boris. In our country, we've got fucking Boris Johnson, the other bookend to Trump, a fucking another imbecile, lying Tory twat. You know. Funny how every time there's an election we have a terrorist knifing attack, because that seems to be the way. Not saying there's conspiracy, not saying that, you know, or if there was, it's backfired this time, because Labour have fought against the Tories, and the Tories have fought against Labour, blaming them, you know, for leniency, and the Tories are being blamed for, like, oh, you've cut all the prison officers and the cops on the streets. Fucking ridiculous. Did I just not say a minute ago that Kiltman is not political? Well, he's not. But Kiltman does exist in this world. Kiltman, although I have come from a different universe, came here to give you guys a guiding light, a tartanish. Don't know if you can see that, but that is the spirit of Scotland. But to give you guys a bit of a guiding light into, like, look, we can all live long and prosper if we all look after each other, love each other, tolerate each other, and look after the fucking planet. And don't make bogus laws which look after those who've got money and subjugate those that do not have money. I mean, look at royalty. Shall we even get onto that? Like, shall we even get onto the fucking Prince Andrew and his fucking sordid paedophile activities? Should we? Maybe we shouldn't. Because, you know, the facts, I'm not aware of all the facts. quite clearly Prince Andrew has been lying. But the girl in question, the girl making up all, well, sorry, that was a wrong choice of phrase. The girl coming out with the allegations, if it's all true and she came to this country and he shagged the arse off her, she's 17 years old. In this country where I am sitting right now, that's legal. But you know, I'm not. He's denying. If he just said, you know, I've got a feeling that if he just said, yeah, fucking hell, I wasn't married to Fergie, that ginger fucking frumpy fat freak. Shit. Ginger frumpy fat freak. But he wasn't married to her at the time, and but he had the kids to it, and then he was. But the problem is, well, the bigger, far-reaching problem is that he's with Epstein, who was a fucking notorious paedophile, who've been, you know, all his houses around, you know, the US were all trafficked by underage girls, and you know, it is fucking wrong in every single aspect. But the point I was going to make before was, he can't say, this is Prince Andrew, he can't say he's not aware of what was going on. Then I realised, and I had to go back to New York to go and tell him the friendship was over. You had to go back to New York and tell him. Couldn't you just told, you know, one of your umpteen fucking minions to just look, don't ever contact me again, and just you know keep away. I'm a royal, and I despise what you've done, what you've been accused of. But no, I'll fly out there and I will go and see you in Central Park. It's absolute fucking bollock-a-rama is what it is. So Prince Andrew, yes, you're a fiend, but if all the allegations are going to be about shagging a 17-year-old girl on this turf, in this territory, then I'm afraid you didn't break any laws. You didn't. Unless she was a sex-trafficked slave. Anyway. This whole thing stinks to fucking high heaven. It does, you know, and the royals. Shove them. Yes. Brings all you twats into this country, you know, fucking oh, the royals, oh, Buckingham Palace, Buckingham this, you know, and palatial fucking, you know, ceremonies and things. Yeah, it's all built on fucking world subjugation and absolute subjugation of your own people as well. Executions and fucking incest. Think about it. It's absolute catastrophic fucking, you know, cack. It is. And yet, we've got, you know, what do you call them? Stamps. I was going to call them postmarks. Stamps. Postcards. You can buy beef eaters. You can get photos. You're posing like Buckingham Palace. I've fucking done so myself. I had no top on though, and I was there, no top on, going "Arr, guns blazing." I also, in the same day, did Scotland Yard as well. Is right. But my point is, you know, the fuck. I was on global warming, wasn't I? Isn't it great how, you know, Kilt Man, once he has one of these, and six of these, plus 3 bottles of salt, kind of goes off on little abstract tangents. But my point is the same. You know, my point is always the same. Well, I was always saying, but you know, my point, my directive is this. Today, there was a mosquito in our office. It is December the 3rd, and there was a mosquito in our office in the UK, in Liverpool. A mosquito? Are you absolutely fucking kidding me? Shouldn't these bastards have died out and just shriveled up and been fucking nothing? But it was there, we know, because it fucking died in Nina. That's one of the girls in the office. It died in Nina's cup of tea. It committed suicide. It thought, oh god, they're fucking hell. You know, these guys don't believe in climate change. Oh, well, I'll just go and fucking drown myself. Oh, this isn't water from the ice caps. It's a fucking cup of tea. I'll melt to death. And thank God he did. I hate fucking mosquitoes. But anyway, but only 2 weeks prior to that, so you'd be talking the arse end of November, and it had gone cold. Well, you know, I say it gone cold. Everybody around me told me it had gone cold, but Kiltman was still Kiltman was still vested and kilted. Well, you know I'm still kilted, but yes, I've got a big granny jumper on. Yes, because the last couple of days it's been fucking freezing. But I'm a bit annoyed about that. Tomorrow I will be in a vest, I swear to God. But I was on a train going to work, and I was stood by the door. There was nowhere else to sit. I was stood by the door. And I've got my journey. That fucking slog, that commute to work. And even, for local royalty like myself, I've still got to go and earn the pennies. You know, the tenants on my lands don't really bring home enough. Maybe I should stop sacrificing them and, skinning them alive. Let them actually go out in the fields and do some work, But, I do love my rituals. I do love my carnage. My heart ripping. But, because Mr. Kiltman makes them into pies. They're not nice. They really aren't nice at all. Anyway, but I was on a train and something was fluttering past my eye. You see something out the corner of your eye and you go, what's that? Nothing. You go back to your... Nowadays, you go back to your phone, you go back to your Google, you go back to your YouTube, back to your Facebook. It happened again. In the old days, you go back to your book, or your pamphlet, or your old 10-foot tall tabloid paper, and it happened again. What the fucking hell is that? And I don't mean the noise that's going bloop bloop. There was a bee. It was a wasp. I'm sorry, it was a wasp, not a bee. A bee would be absolutely great to see a bee right now, because bees are the saviours of the world. Going back onto this, climate change, global warming aspect. We lose the bees, we lose our lives. You need to remember that. Pollination of plants makes oxygen into the air. It's a simple fucking scientific natural process. We fuck the bee. If the bees aren't here, then we won't be here for much longer. And I don't mean, tens of thousands of years. I mean, not even decades. I mean, a couple of years and we're fucking gone. Without oxygen, I'm afraid, we're doomed, motherfucker. We're doomed. So, Sandy, say hello.
Sandy's leaving the building.
Sandy has now left the building. But there's a wasp. Wasps, what fucking service do they serve on the planet, on God's good earth? They sting you and sting you and sting you and bite you, and they're twats. A bee, when it stings you, kills itself. It loses half its fucking body and it will be dead. So, what is the point? A bee doesn't want to. Big fuzzy fairy bees, they're bloody cute honey bees. Oh, come on. Come on, guys, you like them. I'm not a fan of honey, I'll be honest. But, honey is good for you. And, if you like honey, big up yourselves. But bees, keep us alive. Wasps, come on, some, naturalists out there, tell me that wasps do something good for our environment, because I don't fucking think they do. The bastards can sting you out of aggression and spite and just boredom. I'm gonna fucking sting this cunt. Plus, I'm gonna land in his fucking pints of beer or his glass of whiskey, and I'm gonna crawl around the rim, just putting my smeg all over the rim of his glass, so he won't even want to drink it. And that's what they do. That's what they fucking do. Big honeybees just hover around like Black Hawk helicopters. But they don't want to hurt you. They do not want to hurt you. A wasp thinks, come on, you human twat. Give it your best shot. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Because I'll fucking sting you and your body will mutate. But anyway, so on a train, this fucking wasp suddenly appeared, causing pandemonium in the carriage. Being, you know, ex-forces and like super cool, all I did was go, "Wah!" and then hid in a corner like that. Don't look at me! Don't make a sound! Don't even breathe! And he didn't, to be honest. He plagued everybody else who was sitting there, who was like fighting, you know, with the metro paper, the free paper. They're fighting him off with this, but of course, don't fight a wasp. You're only going to make it worse. And he did cause a lot of strife on the train. But this is what I'm going on about. You know, it's now December and we've got a mosquito in our office. It's cold outside. Well, actually, it's not that. It's not a song. It's cold outside, honey. Honey bee. But so we've had a wasp in the office in December. Okay, it drowned itself, but it's not the point. It shouldn't fucking be around, should it? And then we've got, of course, this wasp which I encountered on the train only 2 weeks ago. Shouldn't be there. So what's happening? So, President, I don't even want to call you President Trump. I know that's your official status, but you are a buffoon. Buffoon Trump. Trump, the name for a fart in this country. I've just trumped. I don't know. That's before him, but we always did call it a Trump. Just trumped. A little Trump. Although, why we should use Trump as a polite term when he is the most fucking arrogant, egotistical, swine housing twat of a, he doesn't mince his words. He will upset he'll upset an aggrieved war widow. I'll never forgive him for that. I saw that. I'll never forgive him for that. He's done enormous other things of catastrophic, global wrong. But it's the personal thing. The personal where he will not apologise for anything, ever. In many ways, I find that admirable. That may sound like a big contradiction in terms, but if you stick to your guns and you've got your point and you want to make your point, don't back down until you realise, I was wrong. He gets proved wrong on a fucking minute by minute basis, and yet still never apologises. Not once. Have you ever heard him say sorry? Not once. I bet his mother apologised numerous times once she realised, shit, what have I unleashed on the world? Anyway. It's Kilty on one. Mr. Kiltman, you stand here accused of poking the finger, of insinuation and allegation at the President of the United States. You also stand here accused of denouncing, the Prime Minister of the UK for absolute buffoonery and, ineptitude. How do you plead? Your Honour, I plead guilty. People are walking past going, what the fuck is this guy doing? But anyway, I've made my statements. This is a kilted man's statement on the way the world is at the moment. And it's wrong. It's all wrong. You know it's wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong. Politics, fuck 'em. We used to fucking survive, live off the land. Now we created a thing called society and civilization. It's the biggest, most bogus bullshit ever created, and yet we just blindly go along with it. Well, we've got Strictly Come Dancing, we've got our soaps on TV, we've got our fucking real life celebrity bullshit, and I love them. But you've also got to realise what's behind the scenes. What is lurking behind the scenes? I'll make light of it. I'll take the piss because, you know, I get angry occasionally, but it doesn't go anywhere. The best way to get a message across is to slide it under the carpet, slide it into people's subconscious. I'm no fucking guru. I don't know jack shit. I know what I think and I know what I feel, and I understand the grassroots opinion of many people around me. And we ain't happy with any of it. It's all lies, smoke and mirrors. And when you've got the victim of a terrorist stabbing attack on London Bridge, a guy that, it's just Jack Merritt, a guy that, and it wasn't just him, there was Saskia, whose surname I have forgotten, I'm sorry, I do apologise. Both of them were killed whilst attending a meeting about, you know, de-radicalising and, you know, sort of, you know, getting criminals back into society and breaking them out of this whole, you know, lifelong servitude. And of course this guy goes and knifes them to death. Then he is subjugated by the crowd, many of whom were ex-prisoners on big long sentences. They subjugated him and the guy was then shot by the police. I've seen it. Many of you have seen the footage too. He was shot. There are numerous conspiracy theories, as I alluded to earlier on, that you know, because every time there's an election, something like this happens, and it hardens. You've got politicians like, well, fucking hell, what's his name? Blonde buffoon, not Trump this time. The other guy, Boris Johnson. You know, we're gonna tighten these laws. They won't get out. When they serve life, they're gonna serve life. You know, and the point is that, oh, that's great, because you've not, when one of these attacks takes place, the whole nation is in uproar and terror, and the media covers it fucking relentlessly, understandably. But you know, then they think that's a vote winner. So, oh, these are going to change things. Oh, we can't. This will never happen again. So long as we vote for them. And then you got Labour blaming them and Tories blaming them. You know, and it just goes on and on. In the meantime, I may have mentioned it before. I can't remember. Only yesterday, day before. No, it was yesterday. A 51-year-old man drove a car into a bunch of kids leaving school at the end of the day. He hit 6 or 7 kids and a 50-odd-year-old woman. He was obviously picking somebody up, but he killed a 12-year-old boy. He killed a 12-year-old boy. Apparently, this guy had actually attempted this only round the corner, failed, and then went and did this. The cops named him. They caught him. He is now, well, for, you know, murder. But he did it deliberately. But, and you know, my heart absolutely goes out, you know, to the families of these people, and because Jesus Christ, I've got kids. They walk out of school. I fucking worry about that all the time. Where are you now? Are you at home? I'm leaving school now. I'm now so and so. I'm now at so. I'm with so and so. I'll be home soon. Then, you know, 20 minutes go by. You're like, you should have been there by now. Texting, where the fuck are you? You know, and like, oh, I'm here. Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm here. Why should we be like that? Why should we have to fucking worry all the time? Because there's twats out there. And even in this case, it's not even like Islamic fucking, you know, extremists. There's extremists on every single fucking thing. But sadly, and don't deny it, vast majority of them, even like white supremacists, it's fucking nothing compared to what Islamic extremists commit or attempt to commit. And this guy went and killed a 12-year-old boy. My point about this is that why is the media not all over it? Yes, there's an election going on. Yes, Trump's here for a NATO conference. Don't ask me any more about that. But you know, ordinarily that would be headline news. It was never headline news. Even yesterday when it happened, it was never headline news. It was buried down. It was still reported upon, but on the papers, it's like 7 or 8 pages in to the fucking papers. A guy mounted a fucking pavement into a pile of kids. Some were younger than this guy, the lad that died. And that's not like fucking top of the news. Something is going absolutely astray. Something's going awry. I cannot be alone in thinking this. Folks, you know, there's an entire world around you. There's stuff happening around you. There's stuff happening which affects you every single second of your waking life. Every breath you take is governed by somebody. Is that right? Is that the sacrifice that we've made for like society, civilization, you know, democracy? Fucking democracy. You think you're living in democracy? Jesus Christ. I can go and watch me films, I can buy swords, I can buy me masks. Yeah, I'm a fucking slave to the rat race. You know, I've still got to go and fucking earn the bacon and try and pay the bill, the extortionate bills which go up all the time, while my fucking wage doesn't. The people that govern this country, the people that govern, I'm sorry, there is now a message on my phone telling me that I need to get my arse home for me tea. Can you believe that? My point is, I keep saying that, my point is this, my point is that, my point is whatever. But this is bollocks. It's a sham what we're living in. The top 1% govern us 99%. Think about that. There isn't even any maths to do. Just think about that. And you'll find that suddenly Kiltman disappears from like YouTube because, oh my god, he spoke out. Oh, fucking try it. I'm not being shepherded and cowed by cunts with no conscience. Guys, keep it kilted, keep it Celtic. I'm gonna see you all later. Well, hopefully I'll see you all later. Unless I'm lying in a fucking ditch with a bullet. Well, I'll tell you now, it'll take a fucking silver bullet. Several to take me out. Aye.